All right, shalom, shalom. Shalom. You sure? Yeah, because I didn't want people to knock it off. It's all good. All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Well, looks like that's it. Look kind of dusty.
Yeah, shalom to the nation of Israel.
Shalom.
Glad that we able to get out here through the spirit of power Yahweh Shemal Shah.
Right.
And welcome to another live lesson through the spirit of power Yahweh Shemal Shah.
Right.
And before we start this live lesson, we'd like to give all honor,
all glory,
yep,
all praise.
That's right. Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops at Rulo. Salutations to the hopeful elect. And salutations to the sincere Akim and Abba that believe. Pushing to the faith, stay strong. And to you say shalom.
Shalom.
All right. So there's a lot that's been going on. A lot of topics, especially with Iran. Everything wrong that trumpet.
Yes, sir.
You know that it was an attack. As the brother reported, you know, it was an attack that the U.S. It was a joint operation between the U.S. and Israel, and they did a joint operation to attack Iran. And as of breaking news, and you know, brothers reported it on it. You know, I know brothers were left on it, so we just in that time of war, in that time of prophecy. And the thing is, if we could get Jeremiah 20:8, we just the Lord had a plan before time. Prophecy means to say a four. So we've been saying this a fourth time that these things that they're saying on the news now, right? That you know America was going to attack Iran, right? That there's going to be major conflict in Iran. That there's going to be tension between the NATO and the EU nations. You know what I'm saying? And America, right? Between the NATO and the EU and America. The things that we're seeing now, the prophets, starting with our elder apostles and elder bishops on down, been saying for decades. You know what I'm saying? Longer than any of us is alive. Longer than any of us is even.
That's right.
We've been saying that, you know, America was going to attack Iran, man. You know, that Israel being going into political conflict is going to lead to a major conflict.
Yep.
This being that World War III, man. As it is written, the least of the flock shall draw them out. And we're seeing that now, man. We're seeing that the words that our elder apostles and elder bishops been saying, you know, for the record, we follow GMS, we're not a part of GMS, right, for the record, you know, but they still our elders, they still our teachers, and they still our spiritual forefathers. Right? I just have to make that disclaimer.
Right.
We don't get really disprove. But the things that we the spirit, not just our elder apostles and elder bishops and elders, but the spirit had us come out and say, you know, it's coming to life. Like the prophecy is speaking, man. And that's beautiful. And that's uplifting, man. And that's strengthening to know that, hey, the Lord didn't have you as a fool in these people's faces for no reason, man.
Right.
That the things that you knew was going to happen are happening. You know what I'm saying? That the thing that the Lord had you bring out through the Spirit is actually happening as the Lord said it. You know, and that's beautiful, man. And that's uplifting, and that's what we look forward to. You know? And we're glad that this is happening.
Right. This is why we do what we do, man, because these truths and these truths are now coming to light. You know what I'm saying? There's no more places for this evil man to hide, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a house divided, man. You know, if the devil go against himself, you know, how could he stand? You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening right now. These devils are starting to fight each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you said? Jeremiah 20 and
20, yeah, I got it. 28 and 8.
Oh, 28. I think you said 20.
Yeah, and see, that they don't understand that they own the house that EU, NATO, right? And for the most part, that the European nations, in America, they own the house of Esau.
Right.
They own the house for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even realize it. They don't realize that that them having tension with each other and them having disagreement and not seeing eye to eye on everything is literally their house being divided.
Yep.
It's them is a foretelling of them being destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
of their foundation, their structure crumbling.
Uh,
And we're seeing that, man. We're seeing that. We're seeing the the
the results.
of prophecy. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen the prophecy speak, man. And we're glad because we also know in prophecy that America won't be destroyed, man.
That's right.
The Lord is systematically, economically breaking down this place, man. He's destroying Babylon the Great. That's why
right.
there's no more mirth in this place. That's why
Yep.
there's no more. People don't have any interest for social life.
Nope.
People don't have no care for drinking or partying or socializing.
Right.
People are depressed. People are losing hope.
Yep.
And this is all because Yahweh Shema Shai is breaking down. this
Breaking
place.
this place down.
He's taking the mirth out of Babylon. That's beautiful, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we're actually living, and I always bring up that point, bring it back to that point. We're actually living out the things that the Lord said decades ago. What he had our elder apostles and elder bishops and elders say, our teachers say. We're living it out.
Yep.
We're living out the prophecies, man. That's
Right.
how you know they are better than the Lord. The scripture gonna say it. Jeremiah 28.
Says, Jeremiah 28 and 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, a war.
That's right.
You see? So these were the prophecies that we were coming out.
Yep.
Not just from our teachers, our elders that came before us, the men that came before us, right? But ourselves too. Being on the battlefield, coming out week in and week out and teaching, you know? Put our lives on the line. Lord had us been these out. We told you not to take the jab. We told you that it was going to be pestilence. We told you that evil was to come into this land.
That's
We
right.
told you that war was going to break out. We told you that World War III was imminent. Right? These things that we said, and it's on camera.
Yep.
We said these things.
Right.
And now look what's going on. Look what's happening.
Things happen.
Right? That's
They
beautiful.
play.
Look what happened, man.
Yeah.
Lord is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. So everything that's going on in this world and going on right now is what the Lord said aforetime. And he had his men, the true prophets.
Yep.
The true men came out. Because like it says in this chapter, if the men of the Lord, right, speak if the prophets speak and it come to pass, then you know that was a prophet. If the prophet speak of peace and that peace come to pass, then you know it was a prophet. Wasn't paraphrased. Or as Ezekiel 33 and 3 said, when all these things shall come to pass, behold, then you shall know is a prophet among you.
Mm-hmm.
Of the paraphrase.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 1, right? It says, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh our power, right? So these things are going to happen, meaning if we listen and take heed to the words of our Father, our Heavenly Father. And we're going to find out what's going to happen through what? This wisdom, through these scriptures. It's going to tell us what's happening and what's going on and how it's going on, right? To observe, right? And to do all his commandments, which is what? Being holy, right? Trying to be the holy people that we would desire to be. You know, coming back into the fold. This is our way of repentance. This is our way of doing what we're supposed to do. Coming out here on these highways and byways teaching, you know, subscribing to this truth, trying to pull in the flock, the rest of the flock, you know what I'm saying? Because there's still some elects out there, you know, that haven't found a place just yet, haven't heard the word to it made sense to them, you know what I'm saying? So this is why we come out. Because we fishermen, we still out here throwing out that bait. And this wisdom is the bait. You know what I'm saying? So the more we out here, the better chances we are of getting who we supposed to get.
Right, and quoting Amos 8, 11, and 12. You know, the famine is hearing the word of the Lord. You know, famine is the shortage. And that's what we're seeing. Remember, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, YouTube shut down.
Oh, yeah.
Never did a lesson about that. YouTube shut down. So these are all signs that the Lord is pulling back from his word, that he stopped, that he's slowly cutting back from his word. In other words, not that the prophecy is not going to come to pass. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the word that's readily available is not going to be readily available anymore. You You know what
Come.
I'm saying?
And that's
That's what we're
scripture.
seeing. That's why the weather was breaking out the way it did on
Yep.
the East Coast.
Yep.
That's why it was hard to come out here. That's
Yep.
why things, actually physical elements, right? You know, things depending on coming out here. Because these are all short-term signs and the Lord is drawing back. You know, that the Lord of mercy is close. So while there's grace, get in. Right? While there's opportunity to get right, get right. And like the elders' lesson, you know, I watched his lesson this earlier before camp. He made this morning. You know, he said it briefly. The elder Amor Gabar from many camp. You know, he said, roughly paraphrasing, you know, not calling verbatim, but the point that he made was each day that, you know, shit doesn't hit the fan is another day to get right.
Yeah.
Because that's grace being extended to you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To the Israelites. So it's just another day to get right. And as you see more, as you see properly speaking, and things are gonna get harder and tougher.
Right.
And shit didn't hit the fan yet. Like, oh, this is another day to get right. This is another day to get right. You know what I'm saying? This is the time to lock in and get serious. That's what he said, especially lock in, be serious. Because this ain't a time to play, man. Like, that could lead, bro. Right there could lead to World War III.
No, absolutely.
Right there will lead to World War III.
Absolutely.
This is huge, man. When
Absolutely.
America, that joint operation with America and Israel, that's huge. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they break it in tomorrow, World War III broke out.
Yeah.
Biggest conflict in the
That's absolutely.
So while there's time, while the Lord extended time,
Right. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, let me finish what I was reading. It says, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And that's us, man. That's us again. You know, this is what the Lord is talking about. And he's only talking to the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not talking to these two-thirds and these other nations, man. Because if he was, he wouldn't have said above all nations. Meaning,
and I'm set above high on deer.
yeah, above all nations, right?
See,
Hold on.
yeah, it's like,
And that's the main point of this precept was for us to take a step back and look at or go over what's going on and the purposes and points that was made. The point is that we out here doing the work, trying to be one of the elect, trying to be those of the elect, right? So, and this is what the script is talking about. The Lord is basically talking about the elect being above all nations. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Just to add on, you have the scripture says set on high above all nations. That's a promise Lord given to Israel. And see, that's going to start with his elect. And that's going to include all Israel, because even though we got 2/3 in a lot on this side, they're going to be included too. They're going to come back as the children of the elect in the kingdom. They're going to come back as the children of the elect. So that's for all Israel. Right? But right now, the Lord is only saving a remnant on this side. And he's going to use that remnant, which is 144,000 and 1/3, to bring back the nation of Israel, which are the billions of Israelites. So the remnant is going to bring back the entire nation. And the nation is going to be over these other nations, because in the kingdom, we're not going to be second class under no Elamites, under no Hamites, under no Edomites, under no Moabites. We're not going to be under them. But we're going to be over them, because that goes back to Deuteronomy 7, 6, and 7. The Lord had love for us to set us above all nations above on the planet Earth.
Right.
And this is the promise he's going to keep. But see, before we get to that point of ruling, of being sovereign, of being in a better position,
Gotta go
of
through the fire.
ruling, we got to go through this. We got to go through the tribulations.
That's right.
Through much tribulation, we shall enter this kingdom.
Come on.
We got to let these prophecies play out. Well, not let, but we got to accept the prophecies that they play out. The
Exactly.
prophecies going to play out regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether you accept them or not.
On his time.
The prophecies have to play out in order for us to get into that better position.
Yep.
Right? Before I forgot the time of peace and the time of war. I tell you in Ecclesiastes the 3rd chapter. So before we get to that time of peace, that time of rest, we gotta go through war, we gotta go through hell first. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm not trying to add to the word, but you know, 50 said it's a time for peace and a time for war.
Time for everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So right now it's a time for prophecy to speak. Right now it's time for the Lord to jack up Babylon, to mess up these Egyptians, these Babylonians, the Americans up, man.
Yeah.
The Lord been doing that. We see that every day. People are at the brink of giving up.
Yeah.
They lost all hope, man. They lost all hope.
These Edomites is crashing out.
And they even show you in surveys, like they even take the polls and the surveys about whether people think America's future will be. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hope. The numbers are very low, man. Very low. Low. I don't got any car studies, but I know it's significantly low. Numbers are low. People have big, great doubts of feeling hopeless, man. And
That's
also,
what this place is. This place is circling the train, like the elders be saying. Been saying for the longest, man. You know what I'm saying? They were saying that since when I first came in this truth. Circling the drain. And that stuck with me because this place is over. And you can see the remnants of what used to be and what is now. You know what I'm saying? And you can make that comparison yourself, man. If your eyes are open. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you'll know what the hell is going on. And that's the beautiful thing that we able to see this stuff, man. And able to, put ourselves in a position to not get swept away with this, man. You know, because like a whirlpool, you know how that do, it spins and it sucks everything in that, in that little circumference with it on down. You know what I'm saying? And we have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and we back away from that foolery, man. We not part of this world. We in it, but we're not part of it, man.
America is a downward spiral.
That's it.
And then this American empire is going, man.
That's
this
it.
Empire, this Roman Empire, people back again.
Yep.
And America
It's not. It's not. This shit is over. And each kingdom is only, it only had a rulership of 250 years, right?
Right.
And we here now. This is America's 250th year. It's over. The dollar about to crash.
I believe March, May makes it 250 years.
Couple months, 2 months from now.
So
Lord will.
it's imminent,
Yeah.
We're at the end of the end.
We bring this out right quick.
America's finished. It's done. So as America's flower goes down the drain, as America construction is falling, you know what I'm saying? As it ends, it continues to fall. People hope it's going to go down the drain hard. Check it out. Obviously, it's at an all-time high. Like they reported last month in January that the uptake on unemployment increased. That's been the most layoffs or unemployment rates, really unemployment, since 2009. You know what I'm saying? Recession in 09.
Right.
So it's getting real bad out there. It's getting real bad. People can't find jobs. People are struggling to pay their bills.
Shit, that's true, man. And the crazy part about it is that you got people who have jobs and can't even make it. You needed. At one point, you was like the Jeffersons if you had a 2-household income.
That's not even.
Shit, you need like 4 or 5 people living in one house to make it. You know what I'm saying? And that's like in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, the rent is being raised. Every single year they raising the rent, and that makes no sense. But they're not doing shit to increase the life expectancy. Motherfuckers don't even come and clean the grounds no more. They don't dump the garbage. The buildings, the lobbies, the floors, everything is filthy, man.
I know the rules.
You know, and I was talking to a guy that lived in my building the other day, and he was saying that they're secretly selling off all of these housing developments, and they're gonna get people out. Like you're gonna get pushed out. You're not gonna get an opportunity to do nothing. You're gonna get pushed out. You don't want your money. You don't want your money. You gotta go. That's what they're doing. Exactly, gentrification. Yeah. Right.
that's you made such a point. Like bills are so high. You know, you got people trying to take like 2-3 jobs just to get by.
Just to get by.
And then bills are so high that people are sacrificing their groceries for their rent. They can't even eat just so they can pay their rent. They gotta make the choice of
I'll probably pay my rent this month and I won't eat. And then next month I'm gonna eat and I won't pay my rent.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, this is the book of Proverbs. You got something else you want to say?
Yeah, people living conditions is bad, and that also is destroying people's livelihood. You know, people don't want to. That's also great depopulated because now people don't want to get married. People don't want to have kids. Right? People don't want to go to school. People don't want to.
And
It's too expensive.
that's
Life became too expensive, so now people don't want to enjoy life. And see, people are now at the precipice or at the breaking point where they feel like, damn, I'm just gonna work and die. And they just like, fuck it. They checked out. Like people are mentally gone. People are spiritually gone in this place. Like they have in the Western
mentally
world,
checked out.
especially in the world, man. In the Western world, they have checked out. They're content if they died. Like if they didn't wake up this morning, they would be content.
Yep.
Because life is not worth living anymore. And you can look at these people's faces, look at these people on the train, look at these people in the buses, man. People are homeless, bro.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. And that's the thing. When the wicked rule, the people more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the false balance of this precept I'm about to bring out right now. It's Proverbs 11:1, right? A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But a just weight is his delight. And that's something that these people have no idea.
Right.
They don't have any idea. They could care less. They want to keep on taking and keep on putting you in the worst circumstances humanly possible. Every year, you know, the products, the food supply, everything get worse and worse. Every single year. Nothing gets better. Nothing get rectified. Nothing get fixed. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so processed. Everything is so machine oriented, factory style, everything. You know what I'm saying? So this point is like this engine that they turned this country into is about to crash. It's not being oiled properly. You understand what I'm saying? It hasn't had an oil check in God know how long. You know what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is that this place is a farce. It's right. It's built up right. It's built up to make you think of things, but in truth, it's actually destroying. You know what I'm saying? This place is designed to destroy households, to destroy the spirit of a man.
Right. All manner unclean.
Yeah.
Unclean spirits.
Yeah.
So this America designed to destroy your soul.
Yep.
It's designed to fucking leave you with a soul destruction.
This is why all of these different nations, when they come here, they break the fuck loose. You know, in their country they can't do certain things.
Right.
A woman is supposed to have her hair tied up and all of this, you know, face covered and shit. That girl come here and bust loose. Right. She lose her mind. She got makeup on, all kind of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. And no, I'm following up on what you had said. It's to take your soul. It's to take your soul. You know what I'm saying? And in that song, it just came to my mind. Music makes you lose control. And that's this place, man. America makes you lose fucking control, man. This place has no chill button, man. It's all about, it's designed to speed you up and have you spiral out of control, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. It says a wise ruler will educate his people, and his government will be orderly.
You heard that? Bring that back.
And this is going back to the question of why is it so bad, and that's go back to Job 9:24, which we're going to bring out. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. So what do the wicked do? They're not going to rule orderly. They're not
Hell
gonna
no.
rule wisely.
They don't know how.
Unjustly. They're gonna
Exactly.
rule unwisely. They're the opposite.
Exactly.
So this is why all these problems and issues are going on.
Yep.
And that's all the will of the Lord, because the Lord set up these wicked. Remember, he said the earth, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand. So the Lord gave them the authority over the people.
Yep.
Because remember, he set up the kings.
And,
You
yep.
learn that from that account of Nebuchadnezzar.
Yep.
He put the kings in power.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He rules in the basement, and he set it up who he will. That's Daniel the 4th chapter. So we know from Nebuchadnezzar's account that the Lord sets up who rules over the people, who's the king on the earth. You know what I'm saying? Who the ruler over people. So the Lord set up DJ Trump, Donald Trump, and all of these corrupt fucking pedo
Weirdos and
politicians
shit, yeah.
and officials in order as a way to do what? Not just to bring out prophecy, but to punish the people. Because he knew that they would bring unrighteous decrees. And from the unrighteous decrees, what? People are going to suffer.
Yep.
These wicked ass Americans are going to suffer. Different. And then that go back to prophecy. Because the Lord promised that he was going to make these
Right.
people
And with those unrighteous decrees come lawlessness.
Right.
And when there's no law, people just do what the fuck they want to do.
Right.
And that's how your king is moving. Your king is moving in that same manner. This is what he taught his people. This is what we're going to do to run this country. We're going to take shit. We're going to rape, rob, and pillage. You know what I'm saying? We're not playing with these people under no circumstances. And to this day, even though it's just it's a different method that's going on, but the same process is happening.
Right, and that go back to Amos 5 and 20 or 21, where it says, "Woe to them that say evil is good and good is evil."
Evil,
Because that's what Esau taught you to do. He
Yep.
taught you to love the evil and hate the good.
And hate the good.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's why, that's another reason why these people are punished, because it's prophecy, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But they love the evil. And they hate the good, they hate righteousness. They hate the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah. They hate the Bible. They hate the words of the Bible. They hate the prophets. They hate us. They hate everything that Yahweh Shema Shah stands for.
Right.
But they love everything that Esau stands for. They love everything
Right. What's
that's
that?
satanic and evil.
How you love the creature more than the creator?
Right.
That's it. You get that. Bring that in.
And you could apply that to the religion, because they love this white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They love that.
That's right.
But what does white Jesus promote? Wickedness, evil. That's all he promotes, because under these idols, you can do what you want to do, do what thou wilt. You can do whatever you want, because you don't understand that the idols are conduits for demons. You worshiping idols is giving your mind, your soul over to a demonic influence. So now you're influenced by the demons of all types of things. You know what I'm saying? You were so-called Christian, but you smoking cigarettes, committing adultery, maybe little kids. What the fuck? Like, I thought you supposed to be a man of God. Why you doing all this wickedness?
Yo, the craziest part, like, look what you just said. You're supposed to be a man of God, and that's the place where all of the foolery starts. In them fucking churches, man. In them wicked ass churches, falsifying what's truth. Now look at the scripture. This is Romans 1:25. It says, "Who changed the truth of power into a lie?" You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Scriptures don't lie, man. And the beauty of this thing is the Lord knew what was going to transpire way before it even started, man. From the beginning. I mean, what he said? I made the end from the beginning.
Yeah.
I declared the end from the beginning. So he played this whole thing out like a game of chess, B. So of course he's going to give us the pamphlet how to walk. This is a roadmap. This is a roadmap, man, how to navigate throughout this bitch until it's time for us to get up out of here, man.
What's that? Proverbs.
The Romans 1:25. You want to finish it?
It says, "Who changed the truth of Yahweh Shema Shah into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forevermore." Amen. And see, that's Esau, because Esau taught you that the Bible is full of lies. He taught you not to trust into the word. He taught you that to worship him is better than worshiping your creator.
And the crazy part, during slavery time, right? He used to open scripture. He used to bring scripture to keep you dumbfounded. He was whipping you with the scripture to make you believe that he was supposed to be saying and treating you the way he was supposed to do.
Right. He justified
He
it
exactly
with scripture,
with scripture.
and he was confused off
Oh,
because he misinterprets scripture because he don't understand the scripture.
you don't know nothing,
Right,
man.
he don't do that.
He's a base man. He's a base man. What the hell is a base? What is a baseboard? The
Bottom.
word base, right?
Yeah, like a
The
base,
basement,
bottom.
the bottom, the lowest of low. And that's what the scripture says that too, right?
so he a base man.
No, yeah, it says that too, but I'm talking about the other point. It was I'm gonna put the lowest man up above you,
Oh yeah. Lowest of men.
right? And that's what the base man is, the lowest. And when you say the lowest, that means there's nothing lower than. That is the epitome.
That's the 30,
30.
yeah, 30, I think 30 and 8. Oh, he put the base of men over us.
Exactly. This is what the Lord did. For this is part of our punishment, right? Corinthians. Let me get that. 'Cause I want to bring that. Hey, get that for me real quick. Because I got enough to say I want to bring that to speak to that.
This is the book of Job 30 verse 8. It says they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were valid in the earth.
And that's Esau in his bloodline. Children of fools. Motherfuckers was one. What they had two. It's like the blind leading the blind, man. Both of y'all gonna fall in the pit, man. You understand? And the Lord put him over us as a punishment, man. Part of our curses, man. And look, this is what the Lord said. This is for us, right?
Oh yeah, day 4:17.
That was the one.
Yeah, that's the one you were looking for.
Yeah, bring it up.
In the KJV it says, day 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and give it to whomsoever he will.
Whomsoever he will. So putting the basis of men over us was not a hard thing. That was so easy. And the reason why is because he was teaching us a lesson.
Right.
He put this retarded man over us because of what? Our loyalty, our iniquities. You understand? Our going off, our following the ways of the heathen, taking up their ways. You know what I'm saying? Being a part of their system, praising idols, praying to idols when we have a living power that is showing us his works daily. What the hell we need to pray to y'all gods for?
Right.
And worship y'all gods that's not doing anything. That's crazy, man.
By the laws of this world,
Yep.
by the ruler of this world, Esau, you wouldn't believe in what he told you. Worship these idols.
Look at this. This is 2 Corinthians 7:14. It says, if my people, which are called by my name.
Oh, Second Chronicles.
2 Chronicles. Wow.
Yeah,
My bad. 2 Chronicles, right? 7:14, Salaki. It says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. So this is what the Lord was waiting on. He was waiting on us to do what we're doing right now. To repent, find our way back. Ask for forgiveness. Leave these people in their world up behind, man. We don't want nothing to do with this. We want to be a part of? No, of course not. If we can humble down and stay away, we will. And come out when we come out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be part of this mess. As wicked as this shit is, people don't understand. Nobody, you know what it is? It's that people aren't frustrated enough. They're not frustrated enough. Because they could get blessed. If it's not happening to their family, they don't give a fuck. If it's not happening to them, they don't give a fuck. They could be standing right next to somebody. That person get his head blown off. They have no sympathy for that.
It's not happening to every
Yeah.
or we wouldn't see the issue that we're going through now is happening to everybody.
Yep.
You know, you can't hide from it. So they're trying to take reality with drugs, right? Delusions of grandeur.
Yep.
Whatever delusion they hold on to because the reality is too harsh now. Right? Yeah. Finish it out. It said, even if whosoever he will is set over me, is set over it, the lowest of men.
Huh. Lower. The bottom. Bottom line.
Because he had the power to do so.
Yep.
So he said so over us to reign for a time, but now just like every when you go into David's second chapter with the statue, right, that Nebuchadnezzar dreamed of, that statue, you know, every heathen, with each part of the statue represents a kingdom. You know, all these heathen kingdoms throughout history had their time to rule.
Yep.
And now this is Esau's time to rule, and his time is coming up, and you know that. That's why the scripture says in Revelation 12:12 that, you know, he knows the devil shall come upon you with great wrath, knowing that he has a short time, because he knows his time is up. He understands that his time to rule is up, and that the Lord going to remove him from power, because the Lord put him in power because he had the power to do so, and he also got the power to remove him out of power. And that's what we're seeing. The Lord is removing Esau out of power. That's why his power is draining. And it was something that a brother posted in his lesson. Some experts said, he said when the failing empire, when the ancient Roman Empire, what they do was when they was failing, when their empire was falling,
right,
and they were losing their power, what they do? They try to increase their military presence.
Yeah.
They try to consolidate their power.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing now. That's
Right.
what DJ Trump is doing. And that's a clear sign
Of
he's
weakness.
using the military
Yeah.
weakness of the country being weak, of the nation being weak.
Right.
Now they're trying to use force and might to try to establish their dominance on the world stage. And
Right.
that's what Trump is doing by sending the military to solve all his political issues. He wanted to use the army, the military. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what he's doing? He's taking soldiers from home and putting them out abroad. So therefore, what happened? The Trojan horse effect takes place. Start destroying this mother effer from the inside out. This is when all of these little skirmishes and wars is going to pop out inside in here. You know what I'm saying?
That was done under Biden too.
Yeah.
That was done under Biden because that was the whole point of him letting being so loose with immigration. Because allowing the immigrants there was the Trojan horse. Because people the news covered it as just immigrants trying to find what's the political term? The reconciliation or asylum. They're trying to find asylum. But really it was just sleeper cells waiting to be activated.
Exactly.
Gerber troops. You and Gerber troops waiting to be activated.
That's all of these.
That time comes.
Right.
Because
That's all of
was
these
a,
ICE agents.
It was reported that Trump was gonna I don't know if it's CNN, but they reported that Trump is gonna issue martial law. That he's gonna issue a state of emergency. They're not gonna call it martial law. They're not gonna tell you what it is.
Right.
They're gonna give it a spin on a whole new name and try to disguise it. So he calling it a state of emergency in order to control how polls are done. Basically how the voting is going to be done.
Right.
Because in a state of emergency, the president has full control. This is martial law.
His thing is he don't want to leave office.
Right.
He want to be the last president.
Right. So that's what martial law. That's why he's going to institute.
And you are going to be the last president.
Because he's saying that he's going to use I forgot what it is, but
Well,
he's gonna bring out a state of emergency. He's gonna bring out a state of emergency, man, because he's on the institute martial law. So we telling you now, martial law is coming.
Yeah.
That state of emergency is really martial law, and that's coming. All right.
Soon come.
This is second Edges. This is really second Edges. I gotta go this one. Second Edges chapter 16 verse 12. It says the earth quaketh and the foundation thereof, the sea riseth up with the waves from deep, and the waves of it were troubled, and the fishes thereof also. Right, because everything is turned out of its course regarding the ocean. Why? Because what made that giant earthquake, that giant tsunami, is the ICBM nuclear missiles. When you go into Isaiah 30, and Isaiah 30 and 20, it says, 20 and 30, it said the earth rocked to and fro like a drunkard. You see? Yeah, 24 and 20. So like Isaiah 24 and 20, it said the earth rocked to and fro like a drunkard.
That's right.
See, so that giant, so that earthquake that we're reading about in Second Ezra is coming from, is the effect of the ice, the aftermath, the afterblast.
Aftershock.
Right, the aftershock. Beautiful word, aftershock of the ICBM nuclear missiles. You know what I'm saying? So these missiles already been prophesied. It's coming, right? You know what I mean? These missiles are coming. It also says scripture, 2 Ezra 16 and 12, before the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, and the glory of his power. Right. Because Yahweh Shah is going to come back in that fathership. He's going to come back in that giant chariot to destroy Esau, Edom, and to deliver his elect. You see? So while the missiles is hitting, the Lord, the chariots are going to be, and the Lord's coming with an armada, which is many chariots. They're going to be shooting with nuclear warheads. So you got nuclear destruction hit America, and then you have the concentrated laser beam from the chariots, which are the UFOs, right? Chariots of the Lord, as the scriptures call them, the chariots of the Lord, so-called UFOs. They're going to shoot concentrated laser beams at this place and render it to ashes, man. You see? So this is what he's talking about in the presence of the Lord. Because that's, and also at the same time, at the missiles. Remember, the scripture says in Revelation that I'm not sure. It's in Revelation, but between the 6 and 7 trumps, that's when the electric going to get beat up. Because the 7th trump is done with the destruction. That's the final judgment that the Lord has to Babylon. Right? So before the missiles, nuclear warheads hit, right, and they come down in this place. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And because you're going to have the rocket propelling them in the sky, and then they're going to detach, the warhead going to detach, and it's going to land at the designated target, which is going to be America and other places. Not every place, not every country on the continent, but there's going to be some countries that's untouched, that don't get nuked, that don't get bombed. That don't see it, never touch it, never see a bomb.
That's right.
But this place is prophesied to get wiped out by bombs, by nuclear destruction.
You're going to get every single nuke.
Right. So while the missiles
from their counterparts.
Right.
And who they used to have alliances with, all of their nuclear powers, everybody outside of this country who have a nuke is going to throw their shit at America.
Right.
At Babylon the Great.
Right. And that's what the scriptures talk about when it says,
sparing none.
No, I was going to say, not the weak guy, say I'm strong. That's
come.
Because now, the Lord has been preparing these other nations, enhancing their military, he increased the knowledge of the other nations.
Right.
So that their military can be boosted. He boosted up their military. Making the soldiers tougher.
Yep.
Right?
Stronger.
Yep.
You
know what I'm saying? Giving them more better weaponry.
Yep.
So that they can then, and
right.
also make them nuclear capable. Give them nuclear bombs. So then now, they're in a position to shoot some arrows at Babylon.
Right. That was Daniel 12. Daniel 12 and 4.
To make that destiny.
Knowledge increases. With knowledge increases. That's what he's talking about. That's what's being spoken of. The Smiths. That's
also, on the 19th chapter.
I made the Smith.
Right.
The reason being is because I need you to put these weapons of destruction together, because I need you to help blow this bitch up. I'm going to make you blow this place up yourself. You know what I'm saying? What you built, you're going to destroy yourself. With your hands. Lord said, I build the up and I take them down. I take it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Lord broke them up and he said,
yep.
That's supposed to be 26.
Done.
When are they going to violently down too.
Hell yeah.
So as the missiles was flying over and the warhead attached, and they hitting down in America, the elected, because the majority of the electeds in America, they scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. It's like massacres throughout the world. They scattered throughout the world, but the majority of the electeds in America over here in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
So they're gonna, so when the Howard Child comes back in the cherry, he's gonna deliver the elect, he's gonna send the angel to deliver the elect.
Yep.
That's before the missing touch. You see what I'm saying? Because that was a promise from the Lord gave to the elect. He told the disciples that they adored and they followed him, that they wouldn't touch the second death. That they overcome, they wouldn't see the second death. You see, and it's really been written that the elect wouldn't see the second death, which is the icy grave of the suffering. So they're gonna get beamed up just according to the nuclear warhead taking place and burn this shit up. You know, you could imagine it's gonna be a combination of Terminator 2 and what's that movie, San Andreas? Arnold Schwarzenegger? No.
The rock. Yeah.
Because in that movie, San Andreas, and what happened is when the missiles hit when the missile hit that city of San Andreas, right? They had the city, boom. I think it was San Francisco, one of those cities.
Nah, it was Los Angeles.
Yeah, they hit Los Angeles. You see the damn bridge falling apart. You see the earthquake. The building
You know what? That was the Golden State Bridge, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so that might be you might be right, San Francisco.
Yeah. Like the
Yeah, right.
red.
The name of the movie was what? San Andreas, right?
Yeah, San Andreas.
So yeah.
It was San Francisco. So, the movie basically.
I'm trying to see what this dude is doing. I don't know if my car's in the way or what. Or he trying to back up. I don't know. I think he's backing up, but I don't. He keeps looking down the block.
Right, it was California. Yep.
So what?
California.
What you put? Me? Was it me or what? Or what? Where did it take place?
Yeah, it was in California though, but we got the point, you know?
Yeah.
And when you see when the missiles hit, right, it literally, it changed the levels of the ocean, right? The water levels started to rise, the damn, the bridge collapsed, right? You see buildings falling apart, people felt the earthquake shaking, right? It was a scene where the main characters, they were stuck in the building while the ship was collapsing, you know what I'm saying, while the beam was falling.
Right.
You know, they trying to escape. So the aftershock, as the brother said earlier, the great impact of the missiles is going to create that giant earthquake. It's going to make the earth rock so like a bunker. It's going to literally, it's going to make things fall out of place. Like it's going to make the earth shake. It's literally going to shake. And this thing is going to shake from the aftershock of the
And when that happens, you know, all kind of earthquakes and stuff is gonna start. 200 feet tsunamis, all kind of mess. It's going down. It's going down.
And also too, with the aftershock, you're not trying to make tsunamis and destroy, buildings and things.
Structure, yeah.
It's also going to burn because that's going to lead to the aftershock.
Stuff gonna blow up.
Right.
All kind of shit, man.
Fire. It's going to come with fire.
Yep.
So, that's why I said it's a combination of San Andreas and Terminator 2. Because the aftershock is going to create that giant tsunami.
Yep.
So the earthquake is going to destroy buildings and other things. You know, on top of that, you're going to have that fire that's going to incinerate it.
Huh.
See? So, man,
This is so crazy.
you don't need to be down
Yeah, right. You definitely don't want to be down here.
And like it says in Second Edges, it was great depression, a great heaviness to those that were left behind. See, great heaviness, despair, sorrow, depression. They was in despair. They felt hopeless.
Yeah, go to Matthew 24 and
Oh, for them shall be.
The what? Yeah, there you go. Bring that up.
Right. This is Matthew 24, verse 21. It says, Matthew 24, then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Right.
Right? No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
What the man's saying is that it's going to be so much stuff going on. You're not going to get a chance. You're not going to get a reprieve. You know how people, you know how when war is going on, you got a bunch of shots, going on for hours, maybe some missiles even, and then, it get nighttime and things start to cease,
That's my
nobody's really, going at it too tough no more. They waiting to save us some energy for tomorrow, They accomplished, whatever they wanted to accomplish. Now they got some land mass. They setting up. Now they getting ready to talk about what they plan on doing. They working their plan, right? That's not going to happen. In that day, it's going to be mayhem, carnage, pestilence. Everything known to man is going to be going on that day. And it's not going to stop. Once that thing starts, like once the engine is turned on and you put that car in drive, that's it. It don't have no brakes and you going down the hill. You know what I'm saying? Like throwing a snowball down the mountain. By the time it gets down here, it's going to be a goddamn boulder. You know what I'm saying? An avalanche or something. It's going to be something big. Something crazy. And in that day, it's going to be something like nothing this earth has ever seen. From the beginning of time, all the way up to today. This earth never seen nothing like that.
Just to back that up. That's what Jacob trouble and our protection trouble. Because Jacob trouble, that never been like when you still got children tribes of Jacob trouble in the second and 15th chapter.
Right.
It's nothing. It's something that Jake never experienced and the world never experienced.
Right.
It's the world thing, but Jacob never catch it himself.
That's right.
That's why it's catching. And the thing is, that's never been done on earth before. And also, ICU has been missing because the world never been destroyed by way of fire.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
The first destruction,
right?
right.
By water, first death.
Yeah, that's right. First death was by water.
But now the second death is by way of fire. That never happened.
Right.
So, the things that we're going through are Jacob trouble, our temptation, right? Global destruction, right? That never been done. So these things have to take place like so many things.
Yep.
That's not really good.
Right.
I had a priest on second Edge 15, and
What, 15 and 16?
Yeah, check it out. We go there, but we go in there. But I had flag shut not slack.
Oh, yeah. Bring that now.
It says, second Ezra 16:1, it says, woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Right.
Gird up yourself with cloth of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is thy hand.
Yeah, that sackcloth is girding up. That's the mission.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
America destruction is thy hand. America is.
Yep.
So her destruction is thy hand.
Very, very much.
It's very close and attack. When we open up with that joint operation with Israel and America attacking Iran,
Yep.
that's a clear sign that America destruction is at hand because Iran is a nuclear war, had nuclear capabilities. Yeah. So they got ICBM and they can shoot right back at America and Israel. You see?
Right.
So America destruction is at hand. That's second step. Continue on, it says, verse 3, a sword is sent unto you, and who may turn it back? We know that sword is a weapon.
Yeah.
And what weapon the Lord is going to use to send from one continent to another?
That arrow, which is a missile.
It's a missile, exactly. We're not talking about a literal sword.
Nope.
Because we don't throw swords. You can't throw a sword from one
Country to another.
Right. We're talking about a missile.
Yeah.
You can't throw a sword long distance.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So swords is used for close combat.
Yep.
We're talking about a missile. War gonna send a missile out. And once the missile is sent out, they're not gonna come back.
Nope.
Oh,
Can't turn them off. Can't disarm them once you arm them.
all right.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be like in a Hollywood movie. You got a kill switch. You can press the red button and stop the missile from happening. No, man. Mind it before, before they land on the tongue, you get them to explode in the air. Man, they don't care. They don't want in other words, these missiles ain't gonna have a fucking kill switch. These ICBM missiles do not have a kill switch. Once they launch in the air and they mark the target, they're gonna accomplish their mission.
Yep.
and hit that
Once
target.
they lock in, it's over.
There's no kill switch in these ICBM. No kill switch.
And they was designed that way on purpose.
Right.
Through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, man.
How about my shot? Moab named their ICBM Moab. China named it with ICBM Moab.
That's
The
crazy.
irony of the Lord. Lord got to think
You do.
because they don't even realize they Moab.
Right.
Some of them do, man.
Some of them do. The elders.
Yeah.
The elders know. Even
A lot of people know that.
even the presidents be known. They know.
Yeah, some of the higher ups know.
Yeah.
Gross darkness of people
Yep.
are not aware of the identity nationality. They don't even realize they Moab. So
Exactly.
China named themselves Moab. Maybe they listen Moab because the irony of the Lord. Now,
When you call Edom, they be looking at you like you lost. Like you got 3 heads and shit.
yeah, because they don't
They
know
like
who they are.
Edom. What is it? Who? You?
Right.
You a product of Esau.
Man, it's
That's
so
your
good.
grandfather.
And the thing is, too, when we talk about people in the street, we gotta always discern from the spirit because we're gonna have, we can't. We're gonna have Jake that look like Edomites,
Right.
Jake that look like other nations.
But you gotta vet them through your spirit though.
Right, it's spiritual. Yeah, you just can't judge on appearance. No, you got this kid coming with automatically Edomite. No, because he might have soul.
Yep.
He might have soul about him.
Yep.
It's something about him that's spiritual.
Yep.
He might be drawn to this group. You
Yep.
don't know.
And that's
He's drawn to
100%.
things that didn't draw him. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
100%.
There's been many times the elders and brothers, even ourselves, we put our examples of what appears to be an Edomite, certain,
Yep.
really a day. That don't
Right.
mean that they're, Edomites,
Right. Look at this guy. I'm gonna show you
there are
somebody
Edomites.
who appears to be Isaiah. Isaiah.
And you go right next to Esau, because you got some Edomites that look like Jake,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to judge them. Like, he might not have no soul. You think because he look like a Jake, he got soul. He might not have no soul. You know what I mean?
If you had to make a call, what would you say? Look at this guy. If you had to make a call, what would you say? You would call him no Edomite.
It smells so nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. So you would call him an Edomite, but guess what? He's a chick. His dad is a chick. You don't know look like a chick, right?
Yeah, if you see the melody,
Yeah. Kind of. Once
yeah.
you know, you'll see. You can register that.
the strong features, the
Exactly.
melody,
Yep.
like the guy,
Yeah, but he got the appearance of an Edomite, man. Well, he's straight up Jake, you know. By way, he came through a Edomite mother. That's when you get all that color and that red hair, probably. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? His dad might have some of that. You know what I'm saying?
right, so the point is, Jake,
He's definitely that. And that was the whole point of it.
four, take an edge of 6 and a 4, and take a fire, sit among you, and who may quench you. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Oh.
Salakia, plagues are sent among you, verse 5, plagues are sent unto you, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? In other words, who has the power to stop the missiles once they launch? Nobody. There's no kill switch. You can't shoot a missile to stop the ICBM. They travel too fucking fast. By the time you shoot your missile, the ICBM gonna shoot. They're gonna be flying way past your damn missile. The average missile won't be able to catch an ICBM missile. It's that fast.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So there's no kill switch and there's no way of blowing up the missile. This ain't no Hollywood movie. You can't just shoot a missile at it, stop it, intercept it, and then have it blow up, cancel each other out. No. When there's a case to press the red button, you got the missile to stop, then launch. You know what I'm saying? To fall into the ocean or some shit.
Right.
Hell, once some icy missiles is launched, it's over. It's over. They're gonna lock up the target and destroy the target. The target here is America. America has been destroyed by way of icy missiles.
Joel 2 is shot.
Also,
That goes with what you just agreed.
that also ties to the plague. Like you're seeing the Lord's judgment, the Lord evil that He brings upon His place.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no turning back.
Nope.
America ain't gonna get better. That's why they said in Jeremiah 51, I believe 51 8. They said if you could possibly could kill bad for that.
Yeah. Ain't no bomb for her.
No ball. You can't hear bad.
Can't hear her.
There was no turning back for her. There's no hope for her.
Her stench made it up to the heavens. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
It's a wrap for her.
she's gonna die.
She's been weighed and found wanting, man. It's a wrap. You done. You cooked.
And now you see that now, this chick was wrong.
Huh?
One time she was beautiful,
Yeah.
tender,
Yep.
humble, but now she's fucking
She hard as stone, man.
She hit the wall.
Yeah. She's unattractive. She's full of lies. She's a whore. She went to bed with everybody.
Now she's stable.
Yeah. That smell made it to the heavens.
Yeah, her shit's stable now. Now we're good.
Yep.
And this is a fitting judgment because, like it says in the law, it tells you that a whore shall be
Put it down. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like a witch. Yep.
Burning. So the burn her.
Suffer a witch not to live. That's right.
This place of whore because it's very, America's traditional.
Yeah. She in bed with everybody, man. She done sold all her belongings to each and every nation. Trying to create a one world. They tried that shit with back in the days. They tried that shit. Trying to make that one world. Oh, switch everybody up.
That's why this place is horrible.
Yep. Yeah. You got that Joel? Double.
Well, chapter 2, verse 2, it says, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall stand, they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
And that's what these missiles do. They go according to their plan. They can't break rank. It's not a race where some of these dudes run faster than others. No, it's all one thing. All of these missiles coming out there in control. You understand? They all go the same speed. You understand? Yeah.
Right, that's mighty men.
Yep.
War. Because that's the word, they follow orders.
Exactly.
And they're not going to stop until the mission is complete.
Exactly.
Like the scripture said, they have to get the point put out. But once the mission gets shot, they're not coming back. They're gonna go at the lock and target.
Yep.
And that's gonna be right.
Never. on everybody war board. Everybody got their board out. Where are these missiles going? Every missile.
It's like Sonic the Board. Sonic the Board, no more.
Right.
Everybody goes on to the board.
And look, they just had another summit with all the other nations. Not the BRICS. It's another group that gets put together without America. They leaving America out. I said, look at this shit, boy. This Bible ain't playing. These scriptures, man, these prophecies are coming. They're not playing. They're coming to life. They jumping clean up off the board, man.
Terry,
Yep.
they come out Terry, just wait for it.
Yep.
Having 2 or 3.
Yep.
That's a time out. They speak.
Yep.
They come. They shall not tell you. Just wait for it. That's exactly. You probably need a house speaker. You're speaking, right? You're only now they speaking louder.
Yeah.
They're yelling at you. Yelling.
I just had that. What was that?
You see, these people are deaf. Like the Lord said, we sing, but you did not dance.
Jeremiah 20:8. What? They screaming. I think it said, no, it said yelling. Oh, man. I see it in my head, but I remember it saying,
For since I spake, I cried out. Jeremiah 20:8. For since I spake, I cried out. I cried violence and spoil, because the word of the Lord Yahweh Shah is made a reproach unto me of the virgin daily.
sound like he was saying, word was problem solving. Right? That's what he said.
Oh, the word of the Lord was made a reproach unto me and a virgin daily.
Yeah, because he was getting cut by these scriptures. He was correcting them. You know what I'm saying? But it was hurting because everything that was being said, that he was reading, was pretty much a play on who he was and what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because he talked about the lifestyle of the prophet, because people hate the prophet.
Yeah.
You gotta understand when the prophet brought the truth out, people didn't receive the truth well. When they told him what it is, and the Lord sent them out to do, they didn't like that. So the vision of the post is all the hate that he received for bringing out the truth, bringing out the word. You already got a picture that right here I can't. You know what I'm saying? Other brothers
How many times people just be driving by?
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck you. Get out of here.
Evil Israelites.
Dudes be walking by, mumbling shit, especially the females.
Jesus, door.
Yeah, women come by, they be staring, but then you got the so-called chick, the Eve will walk by and turn her face up. She look at us with disgust, like you did something too.
Yeah, but she always, that's her, she was about
My enemy, yeah.
like a second
Exactly.
She hates so-called black people. She hates them.
Genesis, what's that scripture? But from Genesis, when the Lord said, "Please stop pain during pregnancy." I mean, during childbearing.
Right.
I'm gonna increase it. I will increase your labor, and she will desire her husband. And if you go to the blue letter, and you look that word desire up, it says devour. It says to devour, right? Bring that out.
And that's what when you read in Jeremiah 28, that was Jeremiah expressing his woes.
Yeah, look.
His frustration of being a prophet. Being a prophet is hard. It's not an easy life. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of help and work. And we know it's worth it because you ask that question and ask yourself, exactly, what do I get for sacrifice for holy things, right?
Right.
Mother, father, sister, mother, what do I get for this sacrifice? The Lord told me to get a hundredfold in the kingdom. You get a hundredfold in this world. So, we're going to get even more than we go from this time. There's all the hell that we caught from this time. Why?
Right. It said, what's that?
So,
The scripture,
that hell has worked.
the scripture says, for this little,
Second,
like affliction. Right away. Yo, come on, man. Scripture don't play, man. The Lord is saying what He said. Here we go. Right. Desire, right? Look at this C. What it says, desire, longing, craving of man for woman and of woman for man. And then C said, of beast to devour. You get what I'm saying? That's a desire. And that was her desire. Her desire wasn't longing for no daggone man. She didn't give a hell about him. She wanted to rule him. She wanted to take over him. This is why the Lord said, there's a new thing. There's a new thing in the earth where a woman will compass a man.
right. When we saw Peter, he favored the woman
Over the
our
man.
women over the man
Because he
that was a
knew
part,
he
right,
knew he could use her as a tool to destroy us and the family. Yep. Because what happens when the man is not at home? The children grow up deprived of that fatherly understanding, that guidance from a father. The father showing the child how he's supposed to be or she's supposed to be.
right, without a father in the home,
Right.
broken home.
Right, the father plays the most part. Because guess what? A child, a female, right? Her first love is her husband, her father, right? So she's gonna gear herself to have liking qualities about a man that has those qualities that her father has.
Right,
You understand where I'm coming from?
right. Because the father, he can discipline the mother does covering her.
Yeah.
So she gives him a strong stuff,
Right, mama go teach you how to wash clothes, how to be a good wife. You know what I'm saying? How to wash clothes, how to cook, how to tend to the house.
right, a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Go grocery shopping, pay all the bills.
The mother, she college, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't, but see, that's what you not need, because if a man, if you got a son, he's college older, he's going to be weak. He need that discipline every love. He need to be told, no, don't do that. Stop falling down. Stop making that mistake. You don't need to fall down. No. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the discipline every love. That's what happened, because that's what feminism did. They destroyed the so-called black family. They destroyed everybody's home.
Yep.
Because now you got the woman out the house, she want to work and be equal to the man, and now the children are suffering.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It is a proverb that says, I would fight the grass suffers. So, the children are suffering, and the parents are now working together to build the home.
Right.
The structure. Because the man, and also the man taking out the home, because the man he brings that structure. A real man brings structure.
Right. What is a household without the father? There ain't no household. A broken home. Exactly. A mother. You giving her all that responsibility. This is why. Right. But she plagues us. She blames us for everything. She blames us for even listening to her and accepting that information that was given to her from the serpent. She blamed us for that. You know what I'm saying? She blame men for everything. She don't want to take accountability.
Right. She didn't do that in the garden.
Exactly.
She did not want to take it.
What that scripture says? She wiped her mouth like she ain't did nothing. Right?
Wicked adulterous woman. Yeah.
Adulterous
But
woman.
that's a woman's nature. Even she
You
don't
know what
want
I'm
to take
saying?
no accountability, even when it's clearly obvious she doing wickedness.
She opened her quiver to every arrow. She had every well like a thirsty traveler. Come on, man. You have no
Everybody.
loyalty.
Whole phase.
Yeah.
You're going through a whole phase.
You don't have no loyalty.
It was just a phase.
Phase. What kind of phase is that?
Yeah. I was exploring. I was learning.
Right. Your quiver to every arrow.
I was young.
Okay. Right.
I didn't know any better.
Okay, you got 50 bodies. Who want that?
What man would?
Who want that? You understand where I'm coming from?
No, what man would?
Right.
Because men think with a relationship is men.
He wanted to be
Men
the,
are
he
judged
wanted to
by
be the
their-
first. Thing is, you know what I'm
Because
saying?
Men are judged by the potential. And women are judged by the past. Men are judged by the future. So for the woman, when she first met a man, she listens to his future, his potential,
Right.
what he could do.
Right. What
And
he's
what he
gonna
could,
become.
right, what he's going to become. For her and her family.
Right.
And when he deals with a woman, the first meeting, he worried about the past, right?
Mhm.
How many, what men that she slept with, how much experience she had.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What did she do in the past? Because that past can hurt his reputation.
Yep.
Because no man would be with no hoe that slept with like 100 dudes.
No, that's a fact.
That's nasty.
Yeah. It's very nasty.
That been around the block and no one died and they just come around like, hey, girl,
Yeah.
how you doing? Oh, man,
Yep.
hey, sis, how you doing?
It's like that's like a this dude, I forgot his name. He he made a scenario where if he was talking about what a man do with a woman, right?
Yeah.
He's saying like a man, like with his situation, he could just wipe off, you know, whatever transpired. But
Oh,
he,
you use the cup thing?
right.
Yeah, it's like a
Then
cup.
he
Right.
was saying, like everybody in this room drink off that cup.
Right, it's like that bottle. Like, the man is the bottle,
Yep.
the woman is water. Like,
Come.
when a woman, like if you take that bottle, right,
Mhm.
if I throw water on it, you'll still drink it because the water make it on the inside.
Inside.
That's the man. You can wipe that off and
Yep.
still drink it.
Come.
But see, if now I pour that water and if I put my fingers
Inside, right? Who's doing that?
right, nobody want to drink it
Right.
because it's contaminated.
Exactly.
So it's the same with a woman.
With a
Because
woman,
and she
got
can back that up because that Jeremiah the 3rd chapter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if a woman gets penetrated by more than one man,
Right.
she's greatly defiled.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Who wants to come back to that?
That's
ground?
like mingling. That's like mingling semen.
Yep.
You know that destroys the crop.
Yep.
Of course, the problem.
What are you guys filming?
Yep.
What are you filming?
Huh? You said what? We out here. We out street ministry. Yeah. You don't want to know. You just looking at two strong.
Come and learn your people. Come and learn your
Come and learn your instruction.
She learn real quick. Oh shit. That might be the extra.
That's why she was running. You didn't want to stop. You guys filming. Come get on film. So you can watch that video back and be like, damn, they told me. They told me. They told me my feet. Why you do that shit? Come outside with that shit. Tell everybody your business. You got no self-control, man. You got to get ready.
Let's finish it out with Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34 and 1. It says, come near, ye nations, come to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein. the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. And that's what we see.
Yep.
He delivered them to the slaughter. And that slaughter is World War III, right? That slaughter is that fight,
Yes.
that great fight that's gonna be around in Iran, the Middle East.
And also, when they implement that MOTV,
And why the Lord have righteous in it? Because in the nation is righteous in it. Because all of these nations, starting with Esau, Edom, say that it's on the 82nd chapter, right? The enemies of our people, starting with Esau, Edom at the top, they all spoiled us. They all robbed, raped, and pillaged us. They all destroyed us, man. The Arab did their role in our destruction.
Yep.
Esau, Moab, Elam, right? East Indians,
Yeah, on Psalms
Japanese,
83.
the Chinese, the Koreans, all of them. They all had it. They all destroyed us one way or another. They all played their part in our destruction, our downfall. Right? They all had a turn spoiling us,
Yep.
destroying us.
Putting us in
This is why the
slavery.
Lord had controversy
Putting
with
us in
all
chains.
these
That's
nations.
right, yep.
Because all these nations touched the apple of his eye.
Yep.
The apple is precious. That's important. That's
Yep.
what's precious.
That
He
just
touches-
destroys
they
your
all
business.
touch his
That just destroys
That's
your
why the
business.
Lord is going to bring all these nations in the value of Yahweh Shabbat, which is the value of decision, right?
What they call the Middle East.
Right, the Middle East to go fight that war, man.
So
And
y'all,
die
can,
there.
have an
Because that's going to be their
understanding.
fucking resting place. That's
right.
where the militaries of the world are going to be their resting place in the Middle East.
Yep. And it's happening right now, man. It started yesterday.
Yeah, the tension is rising.
Started yesterday when United States and Israel got together
Yeah, they just
and formed Voltron on Iran. Yeah, I was just poking the bear right now,
yeah, I was about to say that. To be fair. Now we got to see if this bear going to...
and we're gonna see what this bear, if
Dude,
the
we
bear
gonna
come
laugh.
back,
You going to lash out or you going to just...
or he just gonna take that beating. I don't think he gonna take that beating.
Yeah, eventually that bear going to get irritated.
Of course.
We going to just laugh. We're going to strike out.
And you know what I'm saying? I wish. Let me see if I can pull that video up, because the elder, right, Elder Malcolm, he had a video of China threatening America if they was to try to do something to Iran, and they just did that. I just watched that video too. Man. That was a couple days ago. It might still be right. Watch this.
Let me finish this out.
Yeah.
Verse 3, Isaiah 34:3. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their sting shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountain shall be melted with their blood. Man. So you're gonna have bodies on top of bodies of military men throughout all these nations, because World War III gonna be a giant war. So all these servicemen from all these different militaries that are around the world is gonna be destroyed, man. Blood everywhere, bodies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be millions and millions of deaths, millions of casualties, right? This is the war that's gonna end all wars, right? You know what I'm saying? And the scripture said what? It said their state. It said the mountain shall be melted with their blood, man. Mountains, man, just blood everywhere. That means death everywhere. All on the battlefield. Death. This battlefield gonna be carved with death, man, everywhere. You see? You know? And that's how many bodies gonna be. It's gonna be a stench, man. A stench. That's a strong indication of death, man. When you smell a dead corpse. You know what I'm saying? That took time to get the point. Like the Lord will give you the illustrative words to give you. Well, this verse is being illustrative to show you that it's going to be a lot of death going on. Like those that's fighting that war are going to die. They're going to die a terrible death. Right? Verse 4, it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll. And all the hosts shall fall down. Right, because what happens? The missiles is going to get shot off. They're going to shoot the missiles. Missiles flying in the air. The warhead drop. Boom. What's gonna happen from the aftershock? A giant mushroom cloud. When you roll a scroll, right? And when the scroll is rolled up, what it looks like? A giant mushroom cloud. See what I'm saying?
He from Brooklyn.
And it's
Morning.
so
Be back.
that's how you get a roll. We roll together as a scroll. You roll the scroll together, what happens? You get that giant mushroom cloud. You like a mushroom cloud. See? So these missiles, once on impact, right? They're gonna create a giant mushroom cloud. It's gonna destroy everything. It's gonna destroy everything. Man.
Damn right.
Like literally, the heavens is gonna change color. Like you see when a giant mushroom cloud, when the impact hit, the aftershock shakes the earth, right? Then the after blast destroys everything in the nearby radius. And then what happens? The giant mushroom cloud get into the air, and then boom, it actually starts to darken the sky. You see what I'm saying? Like the sky actually darkens around that giant mushroom cloud, man. Everything is gonna burn up. That's what the dissolving is about. Everything is burning up.
Yeah.
If war is forced upon us, we will fight, and we will win. Let this be a message.
It says, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf fall off from the vine, and as a falling twig from the fig tree. Right? It's gonna wither and die.
Yep.
Everything is gonna fall down. It's gonna wither and die. It's gonna look burnt up. Because when you look at a fig tree, a fig leaf falling from the fig tree, it look burnt.
Right.
It look like it withered and burnt. So everything that's gonna get touched by the missile is gonna look like it's gonna burn up. It's gonna be burnt up, burnt to a crisp. Right? This ain't a game. This is real life we're talking about. No, you can bring that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't want to speed it up because it's not showing. You know how when you go through videos, it'll show you what's happening, but this one is just not. Not doing it. It's not. But I want to get all this clean. Okay. Listen. Check this out.
The world order is shifting, and it would behoove all of us to be aware of that. The president of China, Xi Jinping, has issued a very strongly worded statement. While he didn't mention the United States directly in his statement, let's read between the lines and see if we can figure out who he's talking about. Xi Jinping said that any attack on Iran would be considered as an attack on Chinese interest. As context, China has signed a 50-year-long security and economic agreement with Iran. Iran is China's major oil provider, and Iran's independence is considered a national security issue for China. Xi Jinping stated, China will not stand by while our partners are threatened with destruction. The era when certain powers could bomb and invade at will is over. Power has shifted. Those who do not recognize this shift do so at their peril. China seeks peace, but will not purchase peace through submission. If war is forced upon us, we will fight, and we will win. Let this be a message to those who would threaten our friends. An attack on Iran is an attack on the international order that China will defend. Consider your actions carefully. The consequences of miscalculation will be beyond imagining. That was the statement from the president of China.
So attacking Iran is attacking China. So now China's going to definitely get involved. See, this is the Lord calling us gathering the holy nations for war. It's time for battle. It's time to get up and fight. And that's what we're seeing now. So, hey, don't be surprised in the following days and weeks. You're going to hear news of World War III preparation for war.
That's right.
World War III in the news, breaking news, World War III. You're going to see tabloids, newspapers.
I'm the person who's like,
fucking
oh, your
articles
baby's
talking
like being
about
loud and
World War III.
lying.
Because we're in
I'm
that
there
time.
making things
Of
happen.
this great
Like,
World War.
making
And see, the
stories and
people
stuff like that.
are so sleep. They're
And
not
the
going
thing
to
is-
realize it until it actually
Right.
shows up in the news. Oh, shit, World War III.
Right, but what happens is you got these people who still believe in America, and they still believe that we got the greatest power, we got the greatest army, and all of this stuff.
Man, we got to beat
Yeah, nobody's trying to fight America. Yeah, all right. You keep thinking that. These people they go to sleep making bombs, wake up making bombs. Man. Their whole fight is against America.
Right, but that would have been true had not the Lord weakened America. America's weak right now.
Yeah.
Because the house divided cannot stand.
Yep.
America's divided from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord been destroying the infrastructure. That's why when you go into Isaiah the 24th chapter, he destroyed the birth of this place. He took the interest and joy of America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of this place. People don't believe, like for example, with the I know with the NBA weekend, All-Star weekend, people
Right.
didn't even go to that shit.
Yeah.
The seats were empty.
Yep.
People didn't even care about it. They were expressing that online. How they didn't care about the fucking All-Star weekend. So that clearly shows you that people have a disdain or this interest
Taste for this
for
place.
entertainment, for festivities, right?
Yeah, but
America
first
in
off,
general. They don't
the
care about
tickets was like
it. Expensive.
heavy. And people don't got money to pay for fucking food. Let alone putting their money together to see some people you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's all-star shit. That shit was crazy. But anyhow, let's close down. Gotta get back.
Verse 5, it says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment."
Idumea is the land of Edomites.
Right, that's the Greek word.
Where
That's
they-
the Greek way of saying Edom.
Right.
See?
Greek word, way of saying Edom.
Right, so these Edomites, these missions going to hit them.
Yep.
And what is the headquarters of Esau?
America.
America. It's the beauty of the Chinese entity.
Yep.
So so the Lord gonna make sure that these missiles are gonna hit
What it's supposed to hit.
hit Esau's kingdom.
Yep.
Right? And the headquarters be in America. And this is gonna lead America into gonna burn America to the ground.
Yep.
I see.
Virgin heat, baby.
Exactly. And also the 2/3, they said the people of my curse to judgment, because this is Lord judgment for this place.
Exactly.
It's Esau,
Along
you know,
with,
so
yep.
you're going to see people might burn them in the fire, and two, along with 2/3, because as the scriptures say, don't hand in hand be joined with the wicked, they shall not go unpunished.
Right.
So you're going to have 2/3, they're going to die in the ICBM missiles as well.
Yep.
They're not going to make it. They're going to be reborn in the kingdom, but they're going to burn themselves. They're going to have to experience second death. Because see, the thing is, all of Israel going to go through the fire. The elect, the believers, the believers in the power by God, that's us. We're going through the spiritual fire, which is the adversities and the trials that the Lord sent our way. We're going through the spiritual fire, right?
Yep.
But see, our people going to 2/3, they're actually going to go through a literal fire.
Yeah, that lake of fire.
Yeah, they're going to be burned up. Yep. They're going to be burned up. All of this place. Verse 6. It said, "The sword of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness, and the blood of lambs and goats and slakia, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidney of rams. For the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah had a sacrifice in Bosra, and a great slaughter in the land of Israel." So see, these were different parts of the goat, different parts of the land that was acceptable to the Lord. So the Lord is going to be well pleased to fuck these Edomites up. He's going to be well pleased to judge in 2/3, man. Well pleased. He's been looking forward to it, man. But those are pleasant blessings, those are pleasant sacrifices to the Lord. He pleased with those sacrifices, man. They've done in righteousness. So this indignation that the Lord had for these nations, man, he's going to be ready and excited to count this poor with fucking arrows, man. Shoot missiles at this place.
Right.
To run the judgment upon America and the people there,
That's it.
and the people that subscribe to this place. He's excited, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because this place is wicked and it has to go. Because we know scripture and prophecy that before the kingdom of heaven comes, this place has to be destroyed.
Right.
Because this is going to be the memorial of the smoke going up forever.
Right. You're not gonna put new wine in the old bottle.
Right.
All right. So yeah, what you say? We gonna close out, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go to verse 8, not 7. It says, verse 7, "And the unicorn shall come down with them." And those are the ICBM. Right? It says, "The unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness." Right? It says, "For it is the day of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah vengeance, and it is the day of recompense for the controversy of Zion." Right? All right. So man, the Lord it's going to be a lot of death in the day of the Lord, a lot of judgment when the ICBM missiles launch, and they're going to hit America and destroy this place. Man. And this is the controversy of Zion. This is the Lord controversy and recompense of his other nations for touching his eye, for disrespecting his people, for messing with the same wetback niggas. Spits they called us and look down upon us. they're gonna feel ashamed, realizing that we're the chosen people.
That's
That we're
right.
the Israelites. We're the sons of God.
That's right. Not
And they've been
them,
doing all
not
these
those
dirt for us
small
for
habits.
years,
Yeah.
man. They've been doing all the dirt for us for years, and they spoiled us, man, because they also took our identity, man. Damn devils, bro.
Every single last one of them.
They took our identity, our heritage. So now
Everything.
the Lord is going to recompense us for all the evil they did to us throughout the generations.
Come on.
And this is the controversy that the Lord had for Zion, right? This is for Israel's sake, for his name's sake, for our sake. The Lord is doing this, man. So
Yep.
the Lord, as it's written, if the Lord be for us, who could be against us?
Exactly.
So this is, the Lord is for us, man. So so us hearing news about World War III breaking out, Iran getting attacked, that's beautiful news because
Yep.
the Lord is doing that controversy for us,
That's
for
a-
our sake,
That's
for our
spirit-
side, for
that's a
our
spirit-
deliverance.
Spiritual.
The Lord is doing all this for us so that we can move forward and be in a better position. You know? Understanding that prophecy has to play out as it was written, right? I'm gonna leave you with this, Jeremiah 29:11. Right? That's a beautiful way to end out. Jeremiah 29:11. It says, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end.
Expected end.
So see, we're not supposed to be afraid that, you know, that
Well,
tension
that
is
death
right.
is coming, right? No.
That Iran been attacked, that you know, America gonna get involved in war, in a potential war with you. We're not supposed to be afraid of that. We're supposed to be happy about that. We're supposed to be asking the Lord to hasten the day of the Lord, to hasten this, to speed this up, to make this happen, because, and it will happen, you know, because this is all for our good. To give us the expected end. What is the expected end? The salvation, the kingdom of heaven. That's the expected end. But this bitch has to burn. This place has to go before we get into the kingdom. So this is for our for our good.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. This controversy that the Lord has, bringing these nations together for this Armageddon, right? Armageddon, major battle. It's for our good.
Yeah.
It's to bring us into the kingdom.
That's
It's
right.
to put us in a better position. It's to give us a better future. See? So this is for our good. It's not for our evil, man. Don't let the fear mongering and the hype scare you off. Right?
Yep.
Stay locked into the prophecy. Stay locked into what the prophecy is saying, man.
That's right.
Your hope will be filled.
It definitely
You will be
will.
strengthened, man.
Right.
You will understand that things are playing out for your benefit and not for your destruction. If you are a hopeful member of the elect.
Right.
All right. Nobody left over. Oh damn. I didn't even see that. Yep.
That was hot.
Yeah.
Shalom.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Makatah.
Y'all about Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yeah, there you 527. Thekel, thou art weighed in the balance and found wanting.
Round wanting, yeah.
That's
He
a
pulled
miracle.
that out when I did. He had to do that. That's right.
Found in the plan by wanting.
That's right.
It's done. It's finished.
Yeah.
So stay strong, keep pushing, and we say shalom. And with that, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. You know, we're just grateful to come out here and put the word and to give edification to the two saints out there,
Right.
men and women that need it. You know, this was just edifying for us. Lord willing, we
That was
edifying
for y'all.
for y'all. Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. And with that, we give all honor and praise and glory to our Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Barakatah.
God. Double honors to the elders,
Elders,
apostles,
apostles.
and grace millstone.
That's right.
Salutations to the hopeful elect.
Mm-hmm.
And salutations to the sincere men, women, and children that believe in all the names and the power of the Son of Allah. Say shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. Abba Babo.
Stay
Shalom.
strong to the next time. Shalom. Shalom.
Keep the
Shalom.
faith.
That's
We
right.
up next. We got next.
Yep. Keep fighting. Shalom.
Right. Keep fighting.
One day closer. One day closer. Shalom.
Shalom.